Hi, my name is John Street, Turfgrass Extension Specialist for the state of Ohio, and I wanted to make a few comments about turf grasses for use during the season and how they're persisting during this drought period that we're experiencing here in central Ohio right now. Our ET rates are extremely high. We have high temperatures today in Columbus, Ohio. It might be as high as 100. The relative humidity is low, and the wind speeds are enough that all those three things in combination are really increasing our ET rates to the extreme of maybe a quarter of an inch to 0.35 inches per day, which is pretty significant. One of the species that tends to do pretty well in this weather is, as you can see here, tall fescue, relatively green. It is starting to show signs of a drought and decline, but it's still looking pretty green, and it does have good drought resistance. So of all the species that we work with, the new improved tall fescues probably have the best drought resistance of all the species. This is a Kentucky bluegrass right here. You can see Kentucky bluegrass. We've now had at least 4 to 5 weeks of very dry weather with temperatures again in Columbus this week in the 90s, close to 100, and it is starting to clearly go dormant. But the big advantage to Kentucky bluegrass is not only does it have good drought resistance, but good drought tolerance. That means it will tolerate a drought, and one of the reasons for that is it has these underground stems called rhizomes, and they are capable of surviving. And then when we get moisture and cooler weather, as the summer or early fall progresses, the Kentucky bluegrass will come back from those rhizomes. The third species that we commonly use is perennial ryegrass, which we have here in an adjacent plot. And you can see the perennial ryegrass is really struggling right now, not only due to dry, droughty weather, but also due to some extent dollar spot disease. And so of the three species, the one, it has pretty good drought resistance, but relative to tall fescue, you can see not as good. But the long-term drought tolerance is not as good as Kentucky bluegrass. So that would be perennial ryegrass. And perennial ryegrass right now in central Ohio is looking pretty crispy. So your only alternative is, as we said, from a maintenance standpoint, try to minimize stresses on the grass at this time of the year. And also, if you can irrigate, try to get at least a ½ an inch to an inch of water on your turf every week to try to compensate some for the ET rate. Hope you have a good summer, hope you survive this, and hopefully get some cool weather and rain soon. Thank you.